I am back from Cologne and this was a great experience. I am so glad that I decided to go there and volunteer. But yesterday my batteries were like, I was so low on energy. Even though I'm a very outgoing person and I am not shy at all, I am a very introverted person, and spending time with many other people drains me, even though I have fun, so don't get me wrong on that. Today, I want to get back into working. I still want to make it very slow and try to recharge my battery. First, let me write down a to-do list with things I want to get done today and also that I have to get done. Also, I maybe have to go to work tonight, so I also have to keep that in mind. But yeah, that's the goal. And now I will go and write my to-do list and plan my day. Because we moved a lot, I lived in multiple rooms. The one you can see me sketch out very roughly is the room that I shared with my sister. I have quite a lot of memories of this place, so I really wanted to draw that one as well. In total, I sketched 4 of the, I think, 7 rooms that I lived in. But please keep in mind that the goal for these sketches wasn't to draw something pretty, but rather to just get this memory out of my head and on the paper very roughly. Okay, so I am done with the assignment for the Artist's Way book. That was a lot of fun. It's now 11:30 a.m. I have a couple of things that I want to get done. I want to print some stickers of the characters that I've painted in the last video, just for myself, not for anybody else, because I don't know if people would be interested in buying stickers like that. So I was thinking about maybe looking up where I can print those. More people want stickers if they are cute and stuff, but that is not what I like to draw and create. So my stickers would be just some characters that I draw that I personally like and that I want to stick into my sketchbook. I will continue now with replying to those emails that are very important and then I couldn't reply to when I was in Cologne. I struggled so much with drawing on that day. Every time I take a little bit of a break from drawing, no matter for how long, I find it quite difficult to calm down. I always end up feeling so hectic and then my drawings don't turn out too good. One goal I always have with my warm-ups is to calm down and slow down because I tend to be a very hectical person. I just couldn't reach that state of mind with this warm-up session, and I think you can tell by the outcome of the spread. I thought that it might help me to switch up my environment, so I decided to go to the local library to spend some time drawing there and practice anatomy. But, spoiler alert, that also didn't work too well. After filling one spread, I decided to call it a day. Okay, I am back from the library and I didn't stay there too long because I was getting so hungry, and then I was thinking about either going to the coffee store that they have in the building itself, or if I should go home and eat leftovers because we have a lot of leftovers and I don't want to waste food. So I decided to go home, and then I decided to study some feed because that was something that I wanted to do once I'm back home from Cologne, and I am back. On my way back home, I saw someone walking around with a sombrero, and I had an idea for a character which I want to sketch out. I don't know how much I will get done today. I don't feel like doing anything, as you can probably tell, but I'm still doing a little bit, taking it slow. But now I will eat something because as I told you, I only went home to eat my leftover food. I will talk to you later, I think through voiceover this time. I don't know why, but it's very difficult for me today to get drawing or be creative. So I want to take it slow, as I mentioned. This is my biggest goal today. Don't put too much pressure on myself. I told you that while I was going home, I got the idea for a character that I saw. I want to do some research for that because it should be based on Mexican masks and culture. And I don't want to do something wrong with this. And then once I'm done, I can start with the character drawing itself. I spent an hour now doing research, and I wanted to do something very Mexican with sombreros, but then I fell down the rabbit hole about Aztecs.
Aztec.
In German you say Azteken. That was very interesting, and I learned a lot about their masks and what they wear and how the different clothes of different social classes look like, and then also what kind of clothes different kind of warriors wore, because there are different warriors. For example, there are jaguar warriors and then there are eagle warriors, and yeah, that is a whole different topic for itself. My boyfriend just came home, so I will take a break and then I will talk to you later on. So it is the next day now. It's already almost 4 p.m. I took it a little bit slower today. I took my time to warm up and I tried to get more used to drawing again. A break of even 1 week takes a toll on me, and it's very difficult for me to get back into drawing. So I try to do that. So the goal for today is to use the Pinterest board that I made and to come up with a very simple character. So the first thing that I will do now is to take reference photos or see if I can find a good reference photo for a post online. So I would say without further ado, I will now look for references. It is now a couple of days later. I think I recorded on Saturday the last time, and it is Tuesday now. I was sick, as I mentioned in the last video that I uploaded. I didn't feel pretty good, so I took a little bit of a break. Yeah, I think the last thing I drew in my sketchbook, at least, was the spread that I recorded for the last video. I am still kind of sick, but I thought I wanted to start doodling around again, and I am looking forward to this session. I want to start warming up now. I don't know what I will be doing. I think I will do something in my sketchbook because I really crave drawing something from imagination in my sketchbook. I think sketchbook doodle it is, and before that I want to do some figure drawings. And then I will try to draw or paint another character that I have in mind digitally. Yeah, I'm excited. I loved this warm-up session so much. Even though the beginning felt a little bit difficult for me, I actually managed to finally calm down a little bit. I also love the last spread that I filled. I actually sketched way more than you can see in the video, but I had to cut out some of the sketches because of the length of this clip. That can be very difficult when editing these vlogs. With this warm-up session, I also started to implement close into my warm-ups again, because that way I can become more familiar with close and false, and I can already see an improvement. I am done with warming up, and I need to say, at the beginning of my warm-up session I was like, oh my god, what is this day? But now I feel so good. I know I wanted to draw a character from imagination in my sketchbook now. I kind of still want to do that, but at the same time I want to brainstorm on a character that I want to do then digitally. I also crave working on my Cintiq, but I also know that my keyboard is still a little bit too big for me to do that comfortably, so maybe I will stick to my iPad. I want to brainstorm a character now that I want to then do digitally, and I will do that in my sketchbook. Let's start with this character. For the character that I ended up painting, I was very inspired by masks as always, and this time also by techwear. I really love the shapes you can get with that style, it just looks amazing. I found one picture on Pinterest of techwear pants that looked like the ones that I drew on the first sketch that you can see in the video, and I fell in love with them. I also already knew that I wanted to work with braids that would cover half of this character's face. The only thing that I still needed to figure out in my brainstorming session were the shape of the shirt and also whether I wanted to go for accessories around his head or not. While I was working on the second rough sketch, I also had the idea to work with moths for inspiration, but as soon as I started to sketch this character out digitally, I decided not to go for this aesthetic because it kind of didn't really fit the vibe that I was going for initially. The part that I struggled with the most with this character was that I didn't know what pose I wanted to draw. I knew what kind of personality this character was supposed to have, but I just couldn't find the right pose to convey that idea. I tried so many different poses, as you can see in the video, just to settle with one of my first ideas. It is now Wednesday and it's 10:30 a.m. I just met a friend outside and we did go to a bakery to eat some breakfast together. And now I am back home. I managed to do the morning pages very early in the morning today because I knew I was about to head out very early in the morning. So I decided to wake up a little bit earlier than usual. And I still have a couple of assignments I want to do today for week 4. I wanted to get done 3 assignments. Oh, one is the environment, describe your ideal environment. The other one is use your life pie because we were supposed to do a life pie in week 2. Yeah. And I have to redo it. That will be done very quickly. And then also look at one situation in your life that you feel you should change but haven't yet. What is the payoff for you in staying stuck? So I will do these 3 assignments now. I am done with my assignments and I am very happy that I'm already done with them. And also I learned something about my ideal environment because up to this point I was convinced that my ideal environment would be white. Everything white or cream or beige. I still like that and I still prefer that. But what is more important to me now are warm lights in the environment because I like cozy and very warm feeling environments, and the furniture itself doesn't have to be white necessarily. It's enough if it's, you know, cozy and warm. But today it is Wednesday, and sometimes when I know that I want to learn something but I really don't feel like learning it, then I will try to do it on a Wednesday. The time has come for me to work on my feet, and I think I will warm up very quickly with figure drawing and then I will finally paint at least one foot, I think. I don't know yet. So let's start warming up together. In this warm-up session, I focused on only drawing clothes because I had a lot of fun with these the last time. I also struggled a lot with drawing the faces because I think that this pen nib might be a little bit too big for the size of these faces. But I actually didn't mind at all because that wasn't the focus of the spread. I had 2 goals: calming down again and exploring folds. I also love working with these ballpoint pens, even though they are probably the ugliest pens that I own. But at least you can find them pretty quickly in your pencil case because of the very bright and neon color they have. I finally decided to work on my feet painting skills. While I was working on the character that I painted in the video 2 weeks ago, I noticed that I should really practice painting them. I avoided that topic for so long because, let's be honest, when it comes to character design, drawing feet wasn't really what I would call a priority. But the day has finally come for me to sit down and just grind it. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing most of the time, but I learned a lot. Surprisingly, I also had a great time painting these, and I would have never expected that. I am so happy with this character. I am especially proud of the pens because if you've watched my last videos, you know that I am currently working on my folds. I am also so happy about the color choices that I made. I love this purple pink skin tone. I am having so much fun with these characters. I also finally ordered stickers of this painting for myself only. I just can't wait to see how they look in real life. Also, this is a great time to talk about my experience with week 4 of The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. First, again, I think without this book, I would have never started to do these rather quick characters at all. But oh boy, week 4 was very difficult. The main topic of this week was media deprivation. Not using social media would have been totally fine, but I also wasn't allowed to read. I just finished a book on Sunday and I was looking forward to reading the second part of that book, but I wasn't allowed to. The only thing you were allowed to do was listen to music, and that I did. A lot. I spent the last 2 hours of the day, when I was just too tired to do anything else, staring at the wall and listening to music. I only failed on Tuesday when I watched 3 videos. And I still allowed myself to post art-related stuff on Instagram and reply to messages. I felt so angry most of the time when all I wanted was to read or watch art content. But I also got a lot of things done. For example, my painting feed session. I will definitely put some rules on myself when it comes to media consumption. No reading, watching something, except for when I am drawing while watching, or scrolling on Instagram before 8 p.m. from now on. Still, I am very glad that this week is finally over. I'm done with this character and I'm very, very happy that I started to do this, because in the beginning of this character, while I was working at it, I think for the first 3 hours, I was like, oh no, this is going nowhere. But I still wanted to push through it because I was thinking to myself that I will probably spend around 4 hours on it. And I was very correct about that, because I ended up spending 4 hours and 1 minute on this character. So that is a win. While I was getting closer and closer to the end, I all of a sudden felt very excited about this character and I started to love him, especially ever since I added those neon orange highlights and details everywhere. I think this makes the whole piece look way better and it brings everything together again. And I also decided on printing him as a sticker because I really like the way he turned out. Maybe I will change my mind. Maybe I will print all of them. I mean, I wanted to print all of them, but that's kind of expensive. So I'm debating whether I want to do it or not, because you can only print in stacks and I don't know what to do with 100 stickers. But I will show you the final result now and I will finish this video here. I hope you took something out of this video as always, and I will see you next week.